Real quick before we get started with the video, I just want to say I'm so sorry I've been away so long. I've been on and off sick, and of course the holidays happened and I lost power and Wi-Fi for a couple days even. So life has been just a little bit of a mess, but let's switch to on camera Sabrina. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mizuki Arts. Today we have a sketchbook tour. My last sketchbook tour doesn't feel that long ago, so I actually had to go back and check to make sure I hadn't already made a tour of this sketchbook, because I usually wait quite a while between sketchbook tours, just, you know, to give myself a little break. But actually, yeah, we haven't done this one yet. As you can see, it didn't get like super decorated even before I went through it. I think I was just super busy at this time, so I didn't have time to like sit down in my workspace and like paint the cover, really just make it look like a mess. But this one still looks like a mess, just not the kind of mess I like. But anyways, that's enough of an introduction. Let's just get right into it. This first page, I believe, was August's Ko-fi exclusive illustration. I can't remember what the theme was. I think it was like cinema roll or something. This would explain the hat. But she looks really cozy. I just hate her outfit, pose, face, pretty much everything about this piece. Next page. This is fan art for Alice from Battle Arena Toshinden, the old like PS1 game. I think I want to redraw this. I just don't like it very much. So Alice's bangs gave me some trouble. Her face is like super wonky. There's a lot of mistakes in the line art and stuff. Alice is my favorite character, and I've been playing as Alice in Battle Arena Toshinden since I was probably like 9, pretty much ever since I was allowed to play the game. And she's really cool, so I'll probably redraw it. This is probably my favorite piece in the whole sketchbook. I wanted to have it displayed in this local gallery I was going to be a part of, and so it probably would not have been in this sketchbook at all, or in this sketchbook tour, even if I had a frame that would fit it, but I didn't have one, which is why it's removed but still here. But I loved the high contrast. This is where I discovered how much I love working with like opaque black gouache. I actually did like a series of paintings after this, with like pastels and black gouache. I don't think all the paintings in the series turned out great, but I really think it's cool that one piece like inspired me to work in a similar way for a little while, which is pretty fun. And obviously the strawberries are great. Here's a fairy that I never finished, I think because her shoulders are a little weird and her head's too big. Pretty similar problems to Ellis. I think when I was drawing this, I was kind of looking at her and going, my art sucks. So that's that. This is another unfinished muddied piece. This was supposed to be a Ko-fi exclusive illustration, and I just didn't like how it was going, so I explained to my Ko-fi people that I was going to be restarting and I would not be finishing this one, and I pretty much left it at that. I never wanted to look at this page again. This is the piece that actually ended up being the Ko-fi exclusive illustration for that month. As you can see, she's pretty cute. There are some things I would change now. I think her nose is too short and small, so it makes the rest of her face look like out of balance. But I do really like how she came out like the rest of her. I think I'm just having trouble drawing faces for some reason. But anyways, what better time than now to say thank you to my Ko-fi supporters. So thank you so much to Ashley for supporting me on Ko-fi. Your support means a lot to me. I actually still really like this page. There's some weird anatomy stiff posing things going on. But like, look at her feet. That's just like a nub. Anyways, I always enjoy the pieces where I like glue things in. This is the first piece from my Plants as Fairies series. It's one I really want to continue. I pretty much knew as soon as I started working on this video concept that I was going to want to like do it again. So the video for this ended up having 3 full paintings, and then I went and did like a Halloween version of the video. Like I did spooky plants as fairies. Kind of want to do it again, honestly. This was drawing number 2 for the Plants as Fairies video. Wasn't nearly as happy with this one. Oh, okay, she's really cute. I can't remember what the flower for this was called. I should have written it on the page, but I love her braids so much, and I like her hat and her dress. I actually really want this dress. It's so cute. Really happy with this one. Even though her face looks a little strange, but I think it's just cute. She's just cute. I'm gonna leave it at that. This piece was a lot of fun. I think this is like black marker or something, or maybe it's like watered down gouache. I can't really tell, but I really like the idea of like the black being there, but it's not like a whole background. It's just kind of between her hair strands. And I really like the way that I did her face, like her makeup and stuff. And here we have a cute little cottagecore piece. And there's a lot about this piece I actually don't like, but I do like the little like accessories around her. But the proportions and like the spacing between her eye and her ear, there's so much wrong with the actual like anatomy of the girl in this. Yeah, mixed generally negative feelings about this piece overall. I got to use some old stamps with. I didn't have any ink at the time, so I think this is acrylic paint, like watered down acrylic paint, but I can't remember. The stamps didn't turn out all that great, but I think it's still cool that I got to use them. And there's also like a slight shimmer to her makeup. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but right in the blue, because I had like these pearlescent watercolors that I was playing around with. This piece I finished up right as I was starting college, so I actually worked on it on campus. I'd never like, you know, drawn anything at college before because I just started, obviously, but yeah, that's what I remember about this piece. Kind of mixed feelings about it. I really like how her hair turned out. This one was from the Redrawing Barbie Coloring Pages video that I did a while back. Not really much to say about it. I pretty much said everything I wanted to about it in the video. I actually really like this piece like as a concept. Like I think the idea of her dress being a dollhouse is actually pretty cool, and I like her hair, but there is some like strange stuff going on with like the top of her dress. Like these sides aren't even here. This was the second drawing from the Barbie Coloring Pages video. Again, I pretty much said everything I wanted to about it in the video, so if you are interested in watching that, it's up on my channel. I believe I mentioned this earlier, but that painting I did with the girl with blonde braids and like the solid black background kind of inspired me to paint a series of paintings with black backgrounds, and this was the first one in that series. As you can see, there's a lot of mistakes like with the line art and anatomy and stuff, but I do actually like the melting and how that looks. And then this was the second piece in that little mini series. I actually like this one a whole lot better. I think she's really cute. I do think I could have worked on her like proportions though. As you can see, I kind of forced it to be like her legs were bent. But even so, it looks like her arms are too long or her legs are too short. Something in there isn't quite right. But overall, I really do like the piece. And here's the third and final piece in that mini series. I like this one too. I feel like her nose is a little small for the rest of her face, but overall I really do like it, and I like the little like cherry. I feel like that really like pops as kind of a focal point on the page. But yeah, this drawing and the one before it really made the series like worth the effort, you know. And here we're at the Spooky Fairies video, the video that was inspired by my original Plant Fairies video. This one was the corpse flower, and she's kind of like witch, bride of Frankenstein style inspired. I really like her wings. They just look really soft and kind of moth-like. And here's the second one in this series. I believe this one was the Persian lily, which isn't really like a spooky flower like I talked about in the video. It's just kind of purple and cool. I also really like her dress and her wings and her hat. She's cute. And this is the third fairy in the Spooky Fairies video, inspired by pumpkins. I'm not sure what type of pumpkin I was pulling from. I can't remember. If I recall correctly, I couldn't really settle on one, so I kind of just made a general like classic orange pumpkin fairy. I like that I gave her extra eyes to reference like jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I think this was a Ko-fi exclusive illustration. I don't remember what month. It might have been September's. I don't know. I like this cake. I like all the animals. They're all really cute. Cute little sleeping mouse. I think I could have worked on the colors more for this one. There's just something a little off. I tried to do this like wash, this like tie-dye wash, before I started like the actual coloring process, and it made things look weird. And her face looks strange. It looks like she's having like an allergic reaction on one side or something. This one is the last piece in the whole sketchbook, and it is by far one of my favorites. Again, something weird going on with the placement of the ear, but I guess I've improved, right? But I really like her dress. I did pretty good on the anatomy. It's not perfect, but like I don't draw a lot of full-bodied characters, which is kind of a weakness of mine. Like I'm kind of lazy with that stuff, but I did it. I feel like I did a solid job here. And I gave her these cute little wings, and I got to use my cute little stamps in this one, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, this was a good piece to end off the sketchbook tour with. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did, or if not, that's fine too. Just thank you guys so much. I am so sorry I've been so absent recently. I really hope I can be present again online. I've been a little all over the place in how active I am. I've actually been like forgetting to post sometimes too. The real world has just really been quite chaotic lately, but I'm hoping to be back to it now that the new year is upon us. So yeah, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.